Wake up, wake up. We're rolling, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah. I'm trying to get in with whoever does those lawnmower races around here and see if we can do like lawnmower jousting maybe. I don't know, maybe. I think there's something there. I feel like I could get a lawnmower to go fast enough.
Yeah, you have to prove the mount shuts down every time somebody gets off the seat.
It's true. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, then you just de-lawnmower them and just knock them straight off. Yep.
Well, do you think you can steal some of those carts from your worksite?
Which carts? Which one are you talking about? Our pipe carts?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Get those little kid toy cars.
That could work too. That could work too.
Like it's all like
remove all the tiny chairs, put a stool on it.
The fun part about jousting is you don't need to hit them hard enough to knock them off the horse. You need to hit them hard enough to stop them, because then the horse just leaves. The horse is just gone. It doesn't stop. Alrighty, better put on
Let the horse continue moving.
But yeah, we got all of my fun stuff in here. Like I said, like we can transfer into anything like saber from longsword. My rapier's sitting there. This is from longsword. This is a cat's bulger, if I can. I call it the cat burger. That is the so my kit that I was wearing at Swords and Smith, my big Lance Connect kit, is this would be the secondary historically for the Lance Connect.
Secondary?
Yep, that was their backup weapon essentially. And here, let me see real quick. Let me show you some of its features. So historically accurate rounded tip because it keeps it fat all the way down, so it's more of a cutting weapon. It's supposed to be heavy, so you can chop with it. And then this wouldn't be hilted like this. This would be what's called an S-curve hilt, where it would pop out on both sides. One would rotate this way, and then the other would go this way and make like an S, essentially.
Okay.
But you can't really simulate that with plastic because it would just snap. So that's why it's like that. But yeah, it's a very good secondary. That's the 5 fingers, or the Cinquedilla. That is an Italian merchant's dagger, quote unquote. Dagger.
Yep. Well, that's an interesting dagger.
I think it's a bit long to be a dagger.
It's a dagger because at that time period it was people who weren't nobles weren't allowed to have swords.
Yeah.
So they just made really, really, really big knives.
No. Not that weapon.
Not that one?
No.
No?
You're thinking of a Kriegmesser?
That's German. Another one.
That's the
Italian, and that was for merchants to defend themselves.
Right.
Yeah, because that thing is
dagger, bro.
I call it
that a dagger.
I call it the pizza slice.
It's a short sword,
I mean,
basically.
And what isn't shown here is the reason it's called Cinquedilla, because that means like 5 fingers or something or the other. It would have 5 fullers going up here, it would have 5, so it'd be a lot lighter, and it would also
stamp.
yeah, no, it also got these funny little Quillian guys. It's a decent weapon. It's just a pizza slice. It's a mallet. That's the OG. That's my first one. I keep it there for good luck. Blood grooves? Yeah, don't call it blood grooves.
That's not what it is.
What else in here? Do I have anything else fun? Oh yeah.
Anime, guys.
Here, here's a fun, here's something I like showing people. And this has to do with how swords are weighted. So I modified this one to back weighted a lot. Besides from this one.
I've only seen one anime even mention the blood groove, and it wasn't even anyway, it was a manga, and it was mentioned as the person saying, some people call it that, but that's not what it really does. The fucking manga said it's not what it does. That's the only one I ever saw.
Some idiots call it that.
So the reason it's back weighted is these are what are known as Venetian side swords. So they're based like Venice, so they are Italian. And what happens is they are more akin to rapiers. So you want them to be back weighted, because back weighting it makes it better for stabbing, because it makes it easier to control the point.
Yeah.
And you can control the weight of the weapon kind of like this. It moves. The other point kind of stays in the same spot for the most part. And then if you have a cutting weapon, you want it to be front weighted so you can chop through.
Okay.
The longsword is both. It is weighted in the center, so it is balanced essentially, where it is good for both.
You can stab or you can slash.
Yeah, and if you
I will say technically with rapier at the very least, you can also slash. It's just not your main weapon.
Yeah, it's an option.
There's always the slash.
There's always
The slash is there for like,
But
if you really can't get the thrust in, and they're not gonna expect it.
5 to 10% of the time when it's the right thing to do.
So,
Yeah.
did you modify that because the practice weight isn't properly weighted?
yeah, it was just like an experiment that I was doing where it's like, and trust me, it's so much fun walking into Ace Hardware, showing the oldest guy there a picture of a sword, and I was like, what can I fit through this hole?
This or like this?
Ah, the grip changed. So here, let me see. So here's where things get fun with this kind of weapon, and it's the same thing on the rapier over there, where it has this little loop. So we have two different kinds of grips. We have hammer grip, which puts it at essentially a. If this was an angle, what would it be? Here's your math for the.
That looks like a just over 90 degrees.
Yeah, so it would be basically an obtuse angle essentially. But if I do the handshake grip, where I thread my thumb or my finger through,
Ah.
now it naturally aligns with the with my arm, and it becomes an extension of it essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll work.
That's the pokey grip.
Yep. So yep, and then.
Oh yeah, you can feel that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The pokey grip.
Aren't body mechanics and weapons fun?
Yes.
It's so crazy.
It's cool how sword fighting is biology, geometry, physics. There's just so much to it.
A little bit of math here and there. It's fun time. Chemistry. The chemistry that turns.
Technically, chemistry happens in your body while you're doing it. So.
It kind of reminds me of like, once again, field hockey goalie.
Yeah, I got ATP going
Where I
on.
do move
In my
one
body.
finger
And the
slightly off so I
creation of
can
the swords,
have
there's,
my
you know,
hand in a strong grip
and all
while
that
my
jazz. I'm
stick
sure
is
there's
out.
chemical reactions.
Yes.
in that.
Your body is a machine that turns monsters into master cuts.
My body is a machine that turns monsters into doubles. But yeah, if you look into the cup hilt of this thing here, it has the same kind of design,
Yep.
where it has that spot where you can thread your finger
Yeah, so
through.
you can
Mm-hmm.
or this.
Yep.
You almost never hammer grip a rapier.
Yeah,
I don't think I
it's-
can think of a single reason why you would ever do it.
Point control is very, very good because here, let me see it real quick. So like, hold that weapon out against me. So like, say we're right here. Oh no, now I'm right here. No, now try and get out of the way. Oh, now I'm right here. Oh, no.
Drawing circles with a rapier is a whole
Essentially
thing.
what you want to do.
Yeah, you see a lot of fencing matches where they're like.
So whenever the very little I've done as far as rapier goes is I combine a lot of the big lunges of Italian, but I try and keep the defense of Portuguese rapier, where I hold it more like this, kind of like this. But the issue with this is if you're going up against somebody who has a chopping weapon, this becomes a really big target. This becomes really easy to hit.
But it's rapier.
But so when you're going up against somebody who has something like that, you simply.
Well, the reason why he mentions that is because we also do uneven
Yes.
duels. You can have different weapons.
If you
Yes.
bring the
if
elbow
you're just like
back.
if you're just blade line like that, that's super capable.
Yep, that too.
Yeah.
Especially if you just kind of like don't
It's
even
like-
react to it. But if you go back here like this,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we wouldn't typically
It's like-
unfair, but like
If I want to,
like
if you want to,
if you go back far enough, you could find like a rookie with
Because like
a
this is
rapier
this
versus
could
a
be
person
anything.
who's good
Yep.
at like
But once you come in, I'm like, thanks for the thing.
Oh,
so like closer to
but yeah,
even
rapier's
fight.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, dagger versus longsword pro. What?
Especially.
The closest thing to an unfair fight you'll find is if you go back and find me with a spear and shield up against people with a pole axe.
And then we get up close and personal.
But I signed
teach a
up for
little
that
bit
because I
of,
wanted to be a
like dagger ice
demonstration
picker
of
and
how.
stuff like that. This is where things get fun.
Made that knife chip and shatty.
Yes. Remember when he said that to that dude, and the guy was like, like you get like instantly just like aura mobs when you're about to die. And
Austin
it's just-
Butler is so easily the best version of Fade Ralph. It's crazy.
I like the part where he goes, "Ah!" Yeah. What a good movie.